Here are 10 creepy places in America that people swear are haunted. Old abandoned buildings with dark histories can be found scattered all throughout the United States. In fact, it seems like almost every town in America has at least a few creepy spots that most people tend to avoid. Maybe it's a spooky old farmhouse that's been long forgot, or maybe an abandoned factory building that went out of business several decades ago. No matter what your local haunt is, it's probably safe to assume that it doesn't quite compare to some of the scariest places found across the country. Most of these places have seen horrific tragedies occur, which only makes the claims of paranormal activity in these haunted hotspots all the more believable. Not everyone believes in ghosts, but here are 10 creepy places in America that people swear are haunted. Are you a believer in the paranormal? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe for more. Number 1. The Summerwind Mansion, West Bay Lake, Wisconsin. Built in 1916, the Summerwind Mansion was originally crafted as a beautiful summer vacation home situated right next to the West Bay Lake in Wisconsin. Fast forward to the early 1970s, however, and life inside of the old mansion was anything but peaceful. A couple named Arnold and Ginger Hinshaw were now living in the home with their children, but the family only ended up staying a mere 6 months. They later claimed that the doors and windows would open and close on their own, and that human voices often echoed through the halls. Most disturbingly of all, actual human remains were found hidden behind one of their closet walls. The once lovely mansion eventually fell into abandonment, and then, oddly enough, it was completely burned down in 1988 after being struck by lightning. Today, only the foundation, the stone chimney, and possibly the ghosts remain. Number 2. Six Flags, New Orleans, Louisiana. What was once a place of joy and merriment is now just a haunting reminder of the incredible damage that Mother Nature can do. Hurricane Katrina flooded and destroyed the Six Flags New Orleans amusement park back in 2005, and since then no efforts to clean up or restore the park have actually panned out. Maybe that's a good thing though, as some of the local residents believe that nearby alligators have reclaimed the land. Number 3. Centralia, Pennsylvania. The real-life location that the popular horror film Silent Hill is based on, Centralia was also the site of great tragedy many years ago. The small Pennsylvania town was largely dependent on the coal mining industry, but when an underground fire began to spread through the mines one day back in 1962, absolutely nothing could be done to stop the raging inferno. The fire effectively destroyed all the life living down below the ground, while the people who were left living above the ground eventually decided to abandon the area. Smoke can still be seen rising through the cracks of the pavement to this day, and it's a very popular location for those in search of the paranormal. Number 4. Ted Bundy's former home, Salt Lake City, Utah. Ted Bundy was a notorious serial murderer who took the lives of over 40 people throughout the mid to late 1970s. At one point, Bundy owned a house that was located in the canyons of Salt Lake City, and it's believed that he actually stored some of the bodies of his victims there in the basement of his home. The actual house was torn down back in the early 2000s, but the creepy basement where one of the most heinous killers of all time allegedly hid his victims still remains on the property. Number 5. The Bullock Hotel, Deadwood, South Dakota. Many people who have stayed at this historic hotel claim that it's actually haunted by the spirit of its founder, Seth Bullock himself. Visitors have reported seeing his face appear in the mirror behind them, catching whiffs of cigar smoke when no one's around, and even feeling the touch of another person while they were completely alone. The hotel's basement is apparently the most active spot for paranormal activity, with staff often claiming that drinking glasses will fly off the shelves for no reason at all. Number 6. Chaney, Michigan. This ghost town was once home to 1,500 people during the late 1800s. But due to the sudden outbreak of a number of deadly diseases, much of the town's population ended up tragically being wiped out. Some say that the town was cursed from the beginning, as it was allegedly built on sacred Native American land. Others claim that the town was cursed by a witch who was hung and then buried beneath a large oak tree in the local cemetery. Either way, this now abandoned old town certainly gives off a very unsettling vibe. Number 7. Fort East Martello Museum, Key West, Florida. For this entry, it's actually not the building that's said to be haunted, but one of the residents. Some people believe that one of the museum's exhibits, Robert the Doll, has unleashed a dark voodoo curse that haunts the property. Visitors and staff alike reported claims of malfunctioning security cameras, strange sounds echoing throughout the building, and even seeing Robert the Doll move all on his own. Number 8. St. Albans Sanatorium, Radford, Virginia. Once a place known for performing deadly medical experiments on mentally ill patients, the long-abandoned St. Albans Sanatorium is now considered to be one of the most haunted places on the East Coast. Many people believe the tortured spirits of the former patients continue to haunt the grounds of the property, with some reporting seeing strange apparitions, witnessing objects move on their own, and hearing angered voices ringing throughout the building. These days, there are actually guided tours being held at the old facility if you're daring enough to enter. Number 9. The Gates of Hell, Clifton, New Jersey. According to some, the actual gates of hell can be found deep underground in the cavernous storm tunnels of New Jersey. However, exploring the area can be extremely dangerous, as heavy rains can turn the light stream of water flowing through the tunnels into a rapidly moving flood. Still, this hasn't stopped many intrepid explorers from adventuring deep inside the dark tunnels in an effort to seek out the demonic whispering that supposedly takes place inside. Unfortunately, though, as of yet, the gateway that supposedly leads to hell has not been discovered. Number 10. The Mackay Mansion, Virginia City, Nevada. This lovely old mansion is the only place on our list that actually claims to be haunted by friendly ghosts. There have been reports of paranormal activity occurring on the property for close to a century now, but most people have claimed that the ghostly apparitions who often appear are seemingly harmless, and that they may be trying to spend a little more time in the beautiful mansion that they once called home. Are you a ghost hunter? Would you dare to explore some of these creepy places? Let us know in the comments below, and then don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe for more.